Well, hello there, my beautiful darling friends, and welcome to part one of Let's Build a Residential Home. With this new lot, the custom lots, I'm really inspired with this at the minute. Like, this has just kind of changed the way that I build. Like, I've always built anything, but sometimes the builds didn't really have any use for it in gameplay. Whereas with this custom lot feature that they've got now, like I can do so much more. And I've seen many simmers build like residential homes, senior living kind of like establishments, shall we say. And I'm inspired from it. And I thought, let's do it together rather than like in a speed build or just like in one video. Let's just take a nice slow process and make a little mini series out of it. So that's what we're bloody doing today, my loves. I really want to build it in like an arts and crafts, English arts and crafts style, country sort of look, country house. I'll show you some reference images once we get into game in a minute. But that's what we're doing today. We'll make a start on the exterior and stuff. I can get feedback off of you and I'll just bring it out over the weeks. I don't know how long this is going to be. We're just going to do it together and see what happens. Another thing you may or may not have saw in my community posts, I have left the EA Creator Network. I just wanted to stand by my principles, and I've had a bad taste in my mouth after hearing about the news from EA, and I really wanted to just be true to myself with my actions and my thoughts on the whole thing. It doesn't sit comfortably with me. This is a hard decision to make. Personally, monetarily, I won't lie to you, like it's been a godsend to have the creator code. It's really, really helped me. It really has. So I will be losing money from this, but I stand by what I think more than any money can be thrown at me. It's just something that I have to do. So I will say to you, do not use my code Bumpkin at checkout anymore when you're buying anything from EA. Because it won't work in it. I've told them to make it stop working as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing. In the future, I'm probably going to have to go down the route of Patreon or that kind of vibe. Like I'll need to boost it in some other way. I really will. This is my job. This is my living. I've got a house to pay for. I've got a life to live. And that's probably going to be the way that I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to do it just yet. I'm bringing back live streaming this year, so it'll probably tie into that as well. But that's my thoughts, and that's my decision that I've made, and I'm happy with it. I really am. I'm really happy with it. And I'm going to keep my eyes open, especially once the sale goes through in what I think it's next year or 2027. We're going to be making some choices, shall we say. But I will be keeping my eyes open on all of the news and everything that goes with it. But I just wanted to get that out there in a video and speak to you face to face and just let you know my thoughts on it. But anyway, we're moving forward, loves. We're going forward, and what we're doing today is moving forward in itself. We're going to be building a brand new build, and I'm going to be building it in Windenburg as well, on a 40 by 30 lot, slightly smaller than what I was planning, but I think it will be big enough for my plans for this place. So that's it. Nothing more needs to be said. Let's get on over into game and let's make a bloody start. And so here we are, my loves, on the summer home lot, which is arguably probably the lot I've built the most on out of any of the Sims 4 lots. I don't know what it is about this lot. I just love it. I love the area. I love that it's away from other houses. Just how I would like to live myself, to be honest. And I really want to build a residential home. I really want to build something in an arts and crafts style. So I think what arts and crafts architecture means is like during the Victorian times, people were like leaning away from like industrial kind of building, industrial process of making building materials and stuff. And they kind of went back to sourcing local timber, local stone, having exposed timber, that kind of vibe. But to me, whenever I think of arts and crafts, I'm going to pop a couple of reference images up. This is what I think of. This like exposed, almost not Tudor, but it kind of is. It's kind of got that style with the exposed beams and things. it's like a chocolate box, picture perfect kind of house. And that's what I want to try and do today with this one. Not using any custom content either. We're going to use everything, all in-game stuff. So you can just download this into your game. But that's what I want to do. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Everything could be subject to change. I want at least 6 resident bedrooms, plus maybe 2 bedrooms for caretakers or carers, shall we say. Staff. I'm going to say staff. Staff, carers, one of the hardest jobs in the world. Lots of people that I love do it. And yeah, I want to go down that route. But we've got to think about what kind of things we want in here. I'd love like a communal living area with a nice TV. Same with the dining room. I'd love some kind of garden where they can go out and grow things and be in nature. I would also love some kind of like games room as well. So that's what I want to do. That is indeed what I want to do. Enough waffling on. We've waffled on enough already. Let's get into some building, shall we? So let's make a bloody start. I'm going to get my reference images up properly. I love both of the images that I've shown. And the only problem is dormer windows in The Sims 4 never look good when you build them yourself. They don't look good in game either, but this might be the build where we're going to have to try and do it to make it look good. I've never been able to make it look good. I'm very fussy. I'm a Virgo. I don't know if you know, but bitch, I'm a Virgo. And yeah, the end. What a lovely story. Write that one down. Write it down immediately. Medium height is too big. I don't know. I don't really know. Let's try it with short and we'll see what happens. We're going to build short walls. Which is probably not realistic in itself, to be honest with you, because this was kind of 19th century building and they did have a lot taller walls back then. They did. They were right in doing that. They really were. Okay, we're going to go across to there. We're going to see how big we can get this. I don't want it to be, well, I do want it to be a big house, but I don't want it to be gargantuan, even though it probably will be. What a lovely thought process there, Aiden. That was beautiful. It really was. This bay window here, I know that kind of like does that. Okay, and then this kind of comes across, goes to there, and goes to there. I'm going to put it up on the screen, the picture, just so you can kind of see just above me. So you can kind of see, I'm just getting inspiration, really. This kind of goes across here. I just have no idea how the roof is going to be doing on this. No idea. We'll give it a try, though. I think this needs to come up further. So what I'm going to do, start you from there. And I'm going to bring you out too, and then bay window you. So it's got its own moment, because that's almost like a little balcony off of one of the bedrooms. Yeah, good luck with that as well. Good luck with that too, my love. We'll try and make it look as near as what we possibly can. Right, so we're coming around this side. I'm also going to be doing all floor plans and stuff with you on this build, so we can just hope for the best as far as I'm concerned. So this is the main entrance here. The entrance comes around here. So I think it'd probably be best if we start mapping in a really nice floor plan now. So you come in through this way. It would definitely have some kind of hall here. So I might even do this whole area as a hall, an entrance hall. Because then what I could do is fit the stairs in here. And I do want the stairs to be kind of big as well. So this hall might have to come a little bit bigger. Again, all subject to bloody change. Let's just get in a rough stairage at the minute. I think our safest bet, I do want some kind of landing around the top where all the rooms are going to come off. But I do think our safest bet is just to go for a simple staircase like that, directly opposite the door. Then we've got all of this hall to play with. They've got access out this way and the same with that way. Right, okay, as long as that's in, then we can carry on. Right, this is going to come out a bit more here. And we're going to bring that down to where that's going to be. Right, okay, so hallway, where would I imagine them going? I think this would do really nicely as the main living area, just because it's got the bay window It's right at the front of the house. So that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be quite a big one, actually. So I am just going to do it all the way across to there. I'm also going to put a chimney breast in. There's not one on the reference image, but I'm going to do it anyway. That could change. But I definitely want a fireplace in that room. Lovely job. Right. And then you come through this way. I think having some kind of like office for staff would be good. So maybe an office there. That would work out well. And then we're left with this 2-tile opening to add in maybe some kind of hallway coming through that bit, just so that it breaks it up and you don't walk straight into somewhere else. Yeah, I kind of like that vibe. Okay. I do want the dining room to be at the back of the house. So I think what I'm going to do here is set down 2 bedrooms. If I can do, what's that? 5 by 7 is that? Yeah, 5 by 7. And we could do the same there. And have those. There's 2 bedrooms. This hallway can come through this way. We'll get rid of that. And then I'll put a bathroom there. So at least there's 1 bathroom. These rooms will all come with an ensuite. And I do want the ensuite to be a little bit larger than what I normally would. So I think I'm going to do a 3 by 2 ensuite in each of those bedrooms. I think that could work. I really do. Okay. Right. We've got 1 bathroom there. It wouldn't be amiss if we could have another bathroom off of somewhere. So I think what I'm going to do is continue that corridor or hallway down this way. And the only place I could really put another bathroom is maybe here. And then I'm going to knock that down just so I don't get confused. I'm going to do the same there as well. Okay, that wraps all the way along there. And now this is where we need to put in like a dining room, a games room, and a kitchen. It's going to be a staff kitchen. But I would also maybe want to get an extra bedroom down here for staff. So we'll see what happens. Now we need to get a nice shape coming through here, don't we? So I could put a smaller bedroom here. The bedroom for the staff doesn't need to be huge. They can use the toilet that's already here as well. So I think what I'm going to do is have that as a staff bedroom. This is another hall. This is that hallway coming through. Let's get the dining room in first. If I can do a dining room there and a kitchen maybe along here like that. It's a big place, but it's not huge, and that's what I like about it. And I'm also building off to the left here because I do want to get in the gardens and stuff around on this side. I think that's how I want to go about it. I'm just wondering, do we go for medium height walls? I think we should, you know. Oh, look what it's done. Can I? And then no. I can do that, but no. What about if I did the stairs this way instead? Had the stairs going off there. That leaves 2 wide there, going into that way. I could do that. And then we're kind of central here. That I fear I might open this out a little bit. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But let me just see if I'm happy with this floor plan for the minute. Yeah. And I think with the dining room itself, I'm going to put a conservatory off the back. No, do you know what? No. I think we could go a little bit skinnier with it like that. And then there's access out from this side as well. That's going to make sense. And I'll probably do some kind of access out from the kitchen. And what I'll do with the dining room area is just open it in to the conservatory. I think that's what I want to do. Right. First things first with this. I want the hallway, the landing, sorry, to be at least 2 tiles. So I need to work from that. And we're going to work from the front of the house. Minimum amount of tiles that I want for the landing, which is going to be up to there. And then we can break everything else apart into rooms and stuff. And I don't necessarily have to utilize all the space. Like this here, I might even put that, start the wall there and have a bit of a roof piece on the front there, which would make that look quite attractive, shall we say. So I might do that. Okay. Right. You're going to come across here. Oh, not to there, my love. Do you know what, though? No, I'm not going to hang out over the edge. We're not going too Tudor-esque. And then this kind of comes down to maybe there, you know, because I could put a roof piece on the end here, and that'll give us that kind of arts and crafts cottagey kind of vibe that I want to go for. I am going to block in all of this area for now, because I do want to put a nice big roof piece on top of that. So I'm going to keep that in, and then we'll break that apart, depending on how we do this. Right. Okay. Okie dokie chokey pokey cokey. So we're going to need at least 6 bedrooms up here. And I do want them to be this kind of size. It is 5 by 7, isn't it? So we've kind of got that already here. Yeah, 5 by 7. Then we can get that in. Oh no, what way did we go? We went this way, didn't we? We can get in 2 en-suites there and there. That's going to be a bit difficult for windows, actually. So, like, because the bathroom's there, I'd have to put a window into it. So I need to rethink that. And by doing that, I think what I'm going to have to do is put them over this side, which is fine. Absolutely fine. And then I can just put in the normal windows on the front there. That's how my brain's working. I've also had a thought. I think this is how I'm going to go about it. Ignore where I put those for the minute. Because I would like some kind of roof piece on this edge. Considering we're doing one on this edge, I think we should do one here as well. And we've got loads of room here. So what about if I bring it all the way up to there? 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, that's 8. I don't want to make that any smaller there, though. No biggie. I'll put that back to where it was. That's going to go there. You're going to go there. And I think what I'm going to do here is come out one there, maybe. I'm going to move you over to rest in front of it like that. That's gorgeous. And then put them in place like this, which is going to be the en-suites. So we're kind of going for a 3 width here from the stairs to where this wall is. But I have no idea what this is going to look like yet. Again, trial and error, my loves. Trial and bloody error. Cool. Right. I'm just going to continue on. And we're just going to hope for the best. I'm going to do another one of the bedrooms here. So they're all going to be very laid out, very similarly. But I just think it would work. This is going to be the conservatory. So this will need to come across here. And I probably could get in another bedroom here. Oh, damn. That's 5 by 6. I mean, nothing is stopping us from doing smaller bedrooms. They don't all need to be the same size. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to pop you to there. We've got a bathroom going in that way. We have got this like 3 width hallway coming through here, which is a bit weird. But I think what I'm going to do is do another standalone bathroom on that bit, just in case for any staff or whatnot. And I think having a staff bedroom up on this level would work out quite well. So I'm going to do another staff bedroom there. So how many bedrooms have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4 residents. 4, 5. So we need one more really. For this smaller staff bedroom, I wasn't going to give them their own ensuite, but I think it would make sense if I did. So that's what we're going to do. Right, how much have we got going on here? What I would like to do is 5, and let's get the 7 in, which is there. Oh, that's a bit awkward. I might just do another bathroom on that side. So the whole front of this house, I'm not going to put in. Well, I was going to say I wasn't going to put in a room, but I think it would make sense to have an ensuite there for this room. And then this can all be detailed as a landing. I don't know why it's not registering it as a landing. Sorry, as a room, but hopefully. Nope, that's not doing it either. Well, it is now. Remove ceiling. What's going on here? What's that about? There we go. It's registering as a landing now. As a room, sorry. Right, I'm just going to get a rough fence in for the minute because I would love to open up down here slightly. So let me get this grid on. You're going to need to stay there. I could get rid of you. Where's that taking us down? Yes. Bring you to there. Bring you in. Bring you in there and there. And then bish bash boosh. Whop out that bit there like that. I know you can't see anything for the minute, but it's fine. Okay. I think that flows quite nicely. The one thing that's going to be difficult with this place is the roofing, I think. So I am going to do the majority of it without speaking to camera. Oh, this fireplace, that's going to have to go. We'll just put a chimney in the roof that we're doing on this side. But yeah, I think the roofing for this is going to be difficult. Difficult to say the least. It's very cubey back here, so I might even want to change something about this. But I don't know. When I've got a roof piece and stuff on, it might look okay. and the windows and stuff. I'm just going to leave it as it is for now. I'm going to go off for a bit, see if I can get the roofing sorted and if I have to edit stuff here and there. But so far, I think that floor plan is going to work really nicely, especially for gameplay. That's the main aspect of this. I think it will work really nicely for gameplay. I'm going to break up this big corridor and stuff with arches and things like that, I think. I think that's how I want to go about it. And I'm also going to test to see if I could do maybe medium high at the top as well. Do you know what? I think that might be good. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So as I said, let me go away. Let me see if I can get a good roofing structure on this. And I'll be back in a bit. So this is what I've came up with. It doesn't look anything like the reference images, of course, but I want to still be, I want it to have that vein of the arts and crafts kind of style. So we will go down the route of like using exposed timber, and we're going to go for a bit of a red brick. And I'm iffing or amming whether to actually do a thatched roof for this. I will have to change the kind of dimensions maybe of the roof slightly and just make it look a little bit more curved like that. But I don't know how we're going to go about that just yet. I had to shorten the size of everything down as well. I'm still not happy with the back. I don't like how this is looking. I don't like these three roofs together for some reason. I don't know why. It's just not filling me with vibes. So I'm having thoughts about even getting rid of that, making this still into like a sunroom, but having a roof terrace on top. I think that's what I might do, like a little roof terrace where they can come out and do a bit of painting and stuff. So I do prefer the look of that without those roofs. And I think once all the detail and stuff's on there, it will be a lot different. I also don't really like these roofs here because they are going to eat up into a lot of the rooms and not allow me to put windows where I want them. So this might change as well. This is always why I build a shape and then do a floor plan. Like I do a floor plan in my head rather than doing what I've just done, because it always changes. It really does. I had to get rid of a bedroom here as well, which is fine because I'm now going to be putting a roof terrace out here. I think having a bigger opening area here is absolutely fine. It really is. A couple of other things I had to change, like slightly here and there, the shapes of the rooms. I got rid of that bay window because I just wanted to do a full roof piece in the front, because I just thought the shape and the balance just worked quite nicely. Everything's out a little bit more, like this bay window's out a bit more than this one, and I kind of like that. It's kind of a bit more, I don't know. I think I'm going to be happier with this shape. I really am. Now, this is the important thing. It's going to be choosing all of the wallpapers and the windows. And I don't know how I want to go about doing this. So I'm going to get a palette out and we'll work from there. I think this is a good palette to start off with. So we've got the brick from Businesses and Hobbies and also the timber frames from Get Together. So let's start with the brick first, because the majority of the bottom is going to be this brick, apart from the bay windows. I think oh, actually they do go kind of halfway up there. Let's see what we come up with and hope for the best. You know, that's all we can do in this day and age. All we can do, indeed. Right, if I can do that, I'm gonna put this one at the top of these roofs. Did I put them all the way through? I did. Okay, do I want to do it there as well? Maybe. We'll put it there for now. And we'll determine on what to do with that a bit later, I think. I'm going to do a chimney on this front as well. I think it needs a chimney right at the front, like up here. So I think I'm going to do that as well. It's all coming together, sort of. I'm still not 100% keen on everything. Things are going to adapt and change. Right, if I can do you two to there, and then I'm going to do I do them that way or that way? Let's do them that way, because it kind of mirrors the roof shape above it, doesn't it? Makes it look a little bit... Yes, I like that. I enjoy that. I bloody do, loves. Absolutely enjoy it. What's it called? Baba style. Is that what that... Baba barn style? Not that. I never knew it was called that. Okay, we're going to have to do it there. And you. And then you're going to come in. We'll flop you to there. This one comes out a little bit more, so I'm going to have to do another one. Kind of a little zigzag moment. That's nice. I enjoy that. flop you all the way around. And then I think I'm going to use... Do I want to use that one? I don't think the detailer poke out the top. Oh, it kind of does, look. Kind of does. Or do I just want to go ahead and use this one? There, like that. Maybe that one, because I think this one would be simpler to use around all of the other bits, like this. So I'm not going to do the kind of Tudor overhang with this build. I want to stick in with the double bay windows rather than, you know, the kind of leveling that the top does. The top always kind of hangs over the top on Tudor builds. I want it to have a little bit more of a different edge with this one. I definitely feel that we have to change these roof lines, sadly. But, you know, we've got to do those things sometimes. Sometimes. Okay. You can go there. I kind of want to maybe... Do I want to do that on this whole bit down at the bottom? No, I think the brick needs to go there. But I am going to keep that timber frame coming down to that bottom bit, I think. Would that look weird? Possibly. Possibly it will. I don't know, actually. If I actually come in here and do this bay window in that as well, that could work. Oh, but it's making me want to do this bit here. That's just going to be too much. What about if I just did the door area? No, do you know what? I'm going to do the door area and the bay window in that one. Pop you all down to there like that. I think we could possibly make that work. Again, as with the whole of this build, subject to change. Now, I am going to try a thatched roof in a minute, and I've got a funny feeling I'm not going to like it, but I'm still going to give it a go anyway. Let's get this one all the way down. There we go. And we're going to be putting brick all the way around here. Let's go this way first. So let's paint this all the way along. Lovely job. To there. I think I'm going to do this whole bay window in brick, which in turn is making me want to do that one over there, which is fine. I know I could just like hold it down and do that, but sometimes I just like to paint single bits to watch it all come together. It's quite thrilling. Chimney stack, we'll do that all the way up. Don't know what I want to use with this. I think we should go all brick with that as well, to be honest, just because we're going to have a roof terrace and stuff on top of there. We'll see. We'll come back to that as always. You are going to be painted like this. Stunning. I might even... No, I was just about to say I might even do the straight bits on these bay windows. Oh, do you know what? I think I will. Yeah, we'll just keep that detail. No, I do like it. No, I'm keeping it. I'm absolutely keeping it. Right, this is all going to make sense in a minute, I promise. So, let's get back to this. You're going to go in there. 2 in the middle there. And also on this bit. And then let's just spin you around so we can see you. Let's get some of these going on. So we did the roof pitch piece, didn't we? So you're going to go there, you're going to go there, you're going to go there as well. You're going to go there, I believe. Yes, that should be it. And there. And then we get the other one. Do you to there, you to there. You to there. You there. Beautiful. Oh, I forgot to do that bit. You silly ass. So let's get in that bit and flop it there. Right. Again, could change. Oh, I forgot to do that bit. What am I like? Tell you what I'm like. Silly bum. Right. This is where I want to trial the thatched roof. I've got a feeling I'm really not going to like it, but I'm going to trial it anyway. Just like that. I don't hate it. I thought I was not going to like it in the slightest, but I actually don't hate it. This might take it out of the realm of arts and crafts, but at least we've been inspired by it. You know, chocolate box kind of slate is not working for me. I do feel like we need to go black if we're going to go anything. Ugh, that's a bit too much. I think this base game one is our smartest decision. Do you know what I mean? I think that's the way I want to go with it. Okay, yeah, I'm happy. I think. Could change. But I'm much happier than I was. It looked okay with the thatch, but we're going down this route now. Now, Here we go with the windows. So I want them to have some kind of LED detail on them. Like, I would love if we had more of the diamond-shaped LED detail, but we don't. We have a few windows with that on, and most of them are ghastly. So, could I go down the route of this? Oh, do you know what? I think we could. We're going to be very limited because this is kind of the only one. I think the other bigger one is going to be a bit too much. Oh, actually, it's not. I thought it was going to look a bit too big for the build, but it doesn't. I mean, nothing is stopping us either from mixing windows, because this window here would also look good with the get-together windows. I'm just wondering, could I do that on the bay windows? And I think I'll do the same for the back ones. And then mix it up with some of the get-together windows. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. I do like these windows, though. These are speaking to me. I had a change of fart. Fart? Not a change of fart. Am I a child and will I laugh at farts? Even if I just say the word yes. Yes, I will. Had a change of heart with the windows. I just wasn't feeling them. And I'm going for these ones. These ones here are from Businesses and Hobbies. And I think it just brings a bit more of that kind of arts and crafts kind of like style, I think. And this door, I'm going to go for the base game door there. And I've actually made that all one level as well, just so I can fit that in perfectly. And a little mixture from the new pack, the Enchanted by Nature. I'm using those windows and these ones from Horse Ranch. And I think we're going to try and mix the three of them together. I think they go together quite well. Not perfect, but I think we can get away with that, loves. So that's what we're going to do. Yes, we are dead. Right, okay. I'm not going to do windows there, nor there, and I'm not going to do any on the side there now. I mean, I could do a small bathroom window. What's stopping me from just using maybe the single window here? This might look a bit odd if I just do one. Let me just see what this is going to look like. One there, and maybe one there. I mean, it's not balanced on the house at all, but I could move that one. And that balances it. Where are you in the bathroom? Oh, you're right to the edge. I think we're just going to not have windows there. I think that's much easier. And this bedroom's got enough windows. We'll do the same windows here as what we've done here. I didn't realise that those go all the way up to the edge there. I don't like that either. What I could do is just boop, like that. Just make that a smaller bedroom. Yeah, I think we can do that. With that being said, then, I'm going to balance it out this way. So I'm going to do one there, one right next to it, and then these are going to go... They probably need to go there. Oh, is this going to look weird because of the wallpaper? No, that's fine. Okay, balanced. I'm for it. For it. Don't know why I said that weird, but there we go. Right, so we're getting these ones now. They're going to go into the middle and just leave a little gap. Same down into this. I forgot how high I did them. Not too high, but this is medium high at the bottom and short high on the top, so I need to be careful. Oh yeah, I didn't really think about that. They are quite big windows, but we're going to do it anyway. We're doing it anyway, okay? I tried them together as well, and I didn't like it. I prefer them spaced out. Yes, we'll do some kind of lovely door up there, because that's going to be where the roof terrace is. You're going to be... wait there. Is that the kitchen? Yeah, but I'm going to rework the floor plan anyway. So I'm going to rework the floor plan to suit the windows. I'm just doing it. You can't stop me. Well, you can, but I won't listen. I won't listen. I'll be like, no, I'm doing it this way. Okay. Yeah, I'm for it. I think what we'll do is do like a window up on the roof, like here. So at least we've got... Oh, I could even use these, to be honest. No, we'll do something different there. And these windows, I don't know what to put around here. Probably, in fact, I could use these. We could do one on the side. Let me see what that would look like. Yeah, I think we can do that. Around there. And then... they're going to be different, but that's fine. I'll do two into this room. Let's get it balanced here. See if I could do one there, one there. Do they need to be next to each other? They probably do to match in with what we've got going on upstairs. And these ones like overlaps nicely. They have got a little slight glitchage, but I'm going to do it anyway. Is that right? There and there. Yes, that is correct. Yes, I like that. I do enjoy that. And I'm going to do another one in the middle there. Just like that. Just like that. Don't need to put any on the side there. That's fine. Okay, well, that's what we're doing. Now, it might prove a bit difficult to do it in this one because of the shape of this room. But again, I'm going to be reworking the floor plan anyway. We won't be doing that today. I'll get that ready for next time and I'll speak you through it. I should have just built the house first and figured out the floor plan afterwards. It's not a very realistic way of doing things, but this is The Sims, you know? And I've always built that way. I like build the shape and then in my head visualize a floor plan coming together. And usually we get there in the end. That is what we're doing. If I put it, oh, there we go. And then you there, like that. Okay, yes, we'll figure that all out. Don't you worry, my loves. We will figure it out together. Right, and then you're going there, like that. Okay. Right, so we need to figure out a door to put up here. I want it to be a big glass door. I really do, but I want it to fit in with the vibes that we've got going. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, it's short height up here, I forget. But I also want it to fit in with the style of the house. I think we know we're using this one. Is this going to look weird if I don't balance it? Because I'd probably have to do one there and there to balance it out. I like that. Yes, and with a nice window at the bottom here. I'm thinking about using the greenhouse windows. Oh, we have got one with a lattice detailing, haven't we? Does it come in a medium height? Oh. Oh, it does look. Oh, how marvellous. This one. Why has it got that horrible blue texture on it? Can we get away with this for a sunroom? Here's hoping, because I am using these ones, I think. Right, we're going to need a door for the middle. I could do a door on the side. Didn't really realise how big this bay window is, and it kind of squashes over onto this bit, doesn't it? Oh, well. Oh, well. Listen, it'll all be fine. Trust me. Trust the Viz. And the Viz will come. Shall I do it all the way down? No, maybe just to like there. Let me just see. Don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if I like it. Only because I know I'm going to be doing maybe a half wall at the top here. Let me have a little hunt around. Now we're going to trial this together. I've put bifolds there. I didn't like how they looked. And I tried a half wall up here. It just didn't suit the build whatsoever. So I don't know whether to do a iron black fence that I think would... Oh, that looks great. Right, there we go. We're sold. I was going to do a glass fence, but I think this will just fit in with the build a lot better. I'm definitely going to do a trim at the top here. I might even do that now, actually. Kind of like this one. It's a bit decorative. Very arts and crafts. And then I'm going to try and figure out what windows to use here. I would love... Oh, do you know what? Actually, I don't know, actually. Will this work? Let's test it. Testicles. I would like to trial out the snowy escape ones. Oh, God, they're small. They're very small. I forgot how small they were. And the medium height ones are too big and frosted. It's always a workaround with this game, isn't it? How infuriating. Oh, they would look good. Just a shame the door is too big. Too small. Let me just see this. Oh, that does look really good. I might have to change the door. That is the vibe that I wanted. That I'm not going to go all the way down, like I said. And I might even just go to there for that side, just because we've got a solid wall there. You know? Oh, I love those windows with it. The trim does eat into them slightly, but I'm fine with that. I'm going to keep that one in for now. That all might change. But I think that looks a bit better than what I did before. Okay. Right. This is where I am going to leave this part for today, my loves. We're definitely getting there. I'm also going to trial these windows to get there. I know I said I did it, but I think they might even look a bit better if they were together. Oh, they do look. Well, let's do that before we leave. We can't leave it half finished, can we? Let's do it. I didn't like it at the beginning, but now with everything together, I'm kind of moist for it, to be honest. Frothing at the minge, I am, my loves. Oh, that's glitching out. Oh, no, that's fine. Okay. And then you down to here and you to there. Yeah, that's the ticket. That works so much better as a double for this build. Really nice window as well. I like that window. Oh, that's better. We're getting somewhere, at least. I'm going to be doing ivy and everything over this build. We're really going to set it into the landscape. And I've also had a thought about moving this to a bigger lot, just so we can get more in the garden and stuff. So next time, that's probably going to happen. But I don't know where to put it. You can give me some ideas if you wish. Oh, we do have a 64 by 64 lot just over here, don't we? We could move it over there. I think we might do that, you know. But this is where we're going to be leaving our residential home for today, my loves. Thank you so much for watching. I absolutely adore the pants off of all of you. I'm going to be back tomorrow with part 2 of my Brychester School speed build. Just to show you the interiors and give you a big video tour at the end. But leave me some lovely comments down below, my loves, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Goodbye.